We've had a week off to get ready. We've had time to heal some wounds, and we've had some really good days of practice. So it is very key for us to get a win. Coming off of a win. It's at home. We're pretty confident in how we're playing right now. So we need to just continue to kind of ride the confidence we have, but make sure that we execute what we need to execute.
Wake Forest last year when they were here, I mean, they were not very good, but this team, I mean, as much as people maybe seen them get blown out a couple of times, they do look like they're better than they were a year ago.
They're a very dangerous team. You got two guys here that, Makai, he just, I think last game against Florida State, he struggled a little bit, but he was averaging over 17 a game just like C.J. Harris. And when you got two guys on your team that are averaging over 17 points, those are some weapons. So they're a very dangerous team. These guys, most of them, C.J. Harris was played with the team, the Wake Forest team that was really good a couple years ago. Makai's very talented. So they have guys that know how to play. Ty Walker. So we need to understand that. They're much better than they were last year. They've won 2 ACC games already. I think that's. I don't know how many they won last year. But
I think 2.
Yeah, so they've already matched those wins from last year. So they're a very talented team, very dangerous, offensively very good, coached well. So we're gonna have to really do our work and make sure that we focus on the details that we need to focus on.
With this league being so much of an anybody can beat anybody, sort of anywhere, does that make these home games just that much more important to sort of take care of business at home and then sort of take your chances on the road?
Definitely. The ACC's got a lot of really good teams, and so when you have a bunch of good teams kind of beating up on each other, you need to protect your home court. It's tough to go on the road and win in the ACC, and we need to make sure that Wake Forest kind of feels that when they come here.
And you guys have played well at home in the league thus far. Is that sort of a confidence booster headed in?
It is. We kind of get behind our fans. I think we play with a lot more intensity on the defensive end than we do on the road right now, which is a little bit of a problem. But as of right now, that's not something that we need to focus on. We need to focus on the fact that we do play well at home defensively. We need to ride that and make sure that we take Wake Forest out of things they like to do. It's going to be difficult because, like I said, they have guys that can score in all facets. They have guys that can shoot, guys that can drive, guys that can post you up. So we're going to have to, like I said, do a really good job team defense-wise to really frustrate them and get them out of things they like to do.
And that was sort of the key last year to beating them. I think you held them to 30-something% shooting. What do you remember about that game?
I remember, they had a young team with a lot of talent. This year, it's much the same. They got a young team. Guys are talented, and those are the dangerous teams, I think. When you got guys that know how to score and are confident with how they play, it's one of those things like just a matter of time before they put it all together. So we need to make sure that that doesn't happen here, and that we do our work, early in the game, and at halftime to fix anything that might be wrong in the first half or anything like that.
Apologize to ask for you, but what did the week off do for you guys? I know Coach mentioned you guys were maybe a little bit beat up, a little bit tired at the end of last week.
Well, we had a tough stretch. We had, I think, 4 games in 10 days or something like that, and it's always nice to have a little bit of a week off, especially after a win. You don't want to have that week off after a loss to really think about it. So we got to heal some stuff. You're never 100% during the season, but it's nice to get a few days rest. And I think it's showed in these past couple days of practice. We've had really good competitive days, and so I'm looking forward to playing on Saturday.
Does that week help this team's mentality, just in that, it sort of gives you that chance to take a deep breath before sort of the stretch run?
It does, especially with the young guys on your team. It can really be a grind in the ACC season, and so having this time to kind of get their bearings again, get used to practicing. We haven't practiced in a while, real hard. So it was nice to get a couple good days in and get them back to kind of the fundamentals that we're used to. And I think it's really benefited them.
And your charity is going to be featured on ESPN that morning. You're pretty excited for that?
I am. I'm pretty excited. I wish I could watch it. It'll be on probably 11:30, 11. So we'll be stretching or something. And I was talking to my parents, and so I'm sure we'll get a few donations while up here at Clemson still have some work to do when they get back. You know, that's their job, is the financial stuff. So, you know, I'm really excited. It's really been a blessing. I think they did a really good job coming down and filming us delivering some totes. So it's like I said, it's really cool. And you know, like I said, I wish I could kind of see it, but I guess I'll see it later.
Did they follow you around here in town or back in Atlanta?
They after the game on Saturday, I went back and delivered totes on Sunday. So they came and watched me deliver totes, and then came up here and did some interviewing up here with myself, and we did some other stuff. So it was pretty good.
Just have to get somebody to DVR it for you now, right?
Yeah, I think my parents will probably DVR it. I think our film guy said he'd do it too. So we'll have a couple guys probably filming it for me.
After 4 years, you don't have enough sway to get that thrown up on the Jumbotron?
I know you would think so, right? But I don't think I have that pull yet. Yeah, I don't know if Brownell would like me running around the floor looking up at the Jumbotron, but you know,
saying it's all about me.
Right, yeah. But I think it'll be really good. I think they got some good stuff, and I'll look forward to watching it after.
Is Makai a guy that you probably match up a good bit against on the defensive end?
Oh, I think definitely. I think you know, the way we play defense, everybody will kind of end up on everybody sometimes during different sets. But I'll probably end up on him. You know, he is their 3-man. It depends on who we kind of start, who we see as our matchups.
Yeah.
But you know, I'll be guarding him a lot. Be guarding CJ Harris a lot. So, you know, like I said, those are 2 guys that can really score the ball. So I'll really have to be locked in for all 40 minutes.